The Senate recalled that in furtherance of the investigative hearings, Julius Berger Nigeria Plc has neglected and refused to honor invitations to provide details of their role in the Odukpani-Itu Highway project, despite receiving substantial public funds amounting to over 18 billion naira. Mr. President, the Senate resolves to condemn the refusal of Julius Berger Nigeria Plc and other entities to honor the lawful invitations of the Senate, which constitutes content of the National Assembly and undermines the National Assembly's constitutional authority. Invoke the constitutional powers of the National Assembly as provided in Section 89(1)(c) and (d) of the 1999 Constitution to issue a warrant of arrest to compel the attendance of the Managing Director of Julius Berger Nigeria Plc at the rescheduled investigative hearing.
It is very sad to note and to state that Julius Berger has refused to attend these investigative hearings. Julius Berger they bidded for a job, they were awarded a job, they were paid taxpayers' money, they showed up on site briefly, and they left the site. For whatever reason they may have done that, they have to come and tell the Nigerian people. Julius Berger, even though they may have their origins outside this country, can never try what they are doing in Nigeria, in Germany or wherever in Europe they originate from. It behoves on this Senate that we establish and utilize the powers and the constitutional powers that are given to us to invite the gentleman, the Managing Director of Julius Berger, to appear before us so that we can look into this matter and give it the necessary conclusion.
You will invite a Minister of Federal Republic of Nigeria. Some of them will not listen to the chairman of your committee, Mr. President. And enough is enough. We should query these ministers and ask Mr. President to drop them. How can a chairman of a committee be looking for a minister for 2-3 days, 4 days, they will not answer phone? So they are doing the same thing Julius Berger is doing. We have to use our powers. Thank you, Mr. President, for giving me this opportunity to voice how I feel this morning. I feel like fighting, but I can't fight. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Committees of the National Assembly can invite a contractor. Why? If the minister has failed or the ministry has failed, we approve funds and we want to see value for money. We want to see economy. We want to see prudence in the way and manner our funds that we appropriated are utilized. And when there is need for signing a warrant, Mr. President, don't hesitate. We have to make example of some people and some institutions.
Who is this contractor that is so powerful? More than the federal government, more than EFCC, more than all the agencies that are put in place to deal with people who are involved in criminal embezzlement of public funds. So I submit, sir, that everything we have said of Julius Berger, we should say even more to the Ministry of Works that awarded the contract. There is no evidence they have the power to revoke the contract, and they have the power under the law to get that part of the payment for which they have done work, to recover that money to public treasury and award the contract to another contractor under clear terms of contract execution.
Do resolve to issue a warrant of arrest to the Managing Director of JV to appear before the Senate Committee on Works to explain what they have done with the finances of the federal government given under their control. If we have power to appropriate, we have power to oversight. We also have powers to follow the money to the letter. My opinion is that the discussion is totally unnecessary. We should have used 5 minutes to finish with this issue. The Senate has no business discussing a contractor. This also shows evidence of proper supervision by the ministry. So what we are going to do is that since we have summoned the company, and the company has rebuffed the summons of the National Assembly by implicating the Senate, then we should immediately take the next step of issuing a warrant of arrest to compel the managing director of JB to appear before the Senate committee. And then you fix a date. Those in support of this say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. So the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has authorized the Senate President to sign a warrant compelling the managing director of Julius Berger to appear before the Senate Committee on Works on a stated date to be so named. And then the report will be made available thereafter to this August Assembly, failing which we shall go further to do the needful as prescribed in the Nigerian Constitution. Those in support of the resolution say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.